Everybody talks about, often people talk about the three Indian women filmmakers living in the West. Deepa Mehta, who lives in Toronto, Meera Nair, who lives most of the time in New York, although she spends half the year in Africa or some the summers in Africa, and Gurinder Chadda, who lives mostly in UK but also sometimes in Los Angeles. They're three very, very different filmmakers. Deepa and Meera are at least coming from India. They were born in India, grew up in India, and then migrated to the West. Gurinder Chadda was actually born in Kenya and then migrated to Africa, to England. Very different filmmakers, but they have sort of put Indian cinema on the international map as such. When we talk about successful foreign language films in New York, in the US, for instance, if you talk about the top 20 successful foreign language films, Mira's Monsoon Wedding is counted among the top 20 films, for instance. The number one successful foreign film in the US has been Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Gurinder Chadda's Benny Like Beckham, which a lot of people saw, made over $30 million just in the US. Huge success for a film, a small film. There are other Indian filmmakers in the US, of course. I mean, there are people like M. Night Shyamalan, who works totally in the Hollywood milieu, making films for Warner Brothers and for Disney, for instance. And then there are a lot of young Indian American filmmakers in the US who are doing some interesting work, but there are still very few of them that have really gone beyond this why am I an Indian and why am I an American and where am I doing and the dating and the arranged marriage kind of thing, which can play well once or twice, but then it becomes sort of like a cliched, repetitive stuff. Nobody unique has come out in that, a unique voice in that sense from that group yet.